Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We have Randy down here with us today, and Randy's all the way down here from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of Harley Davidson. We love Harley Davidsons in our family.
I do too.
All right, so Randy comes down here as a smart patient, bringing his MRI, most recent MRI with him, and it shows he's got 4 disc bulges and herniations in his lumbar spine from L2 all the way down to L5. Now today, I'm actually going to run him through a full intermediate chiropractic orthopedic neurological examination for y'all to see, because you have been asking to see an actual full examination. So Randy, what I'm going to have you do first, I'm going to check your posture 3-dimensionally on the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis. So close your eyes and bend your head forward and backwards for me. And then back to neutral. Yep. You're a side sleeper too. Yep. You stop that too. Okay, so you can see his head way forward. His ears are dropping all the way out here in front of his clavicles on the z-axis. His head's kind of pointed down a little bit on the x-axis, rotation forward. And he's also translated to the left of center a little bit with his neck. That's why the left shoulder looks a little lower than the right one. And if you look down here, see how your hands are way out in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
They should be back here at your sides, but that's because your head's so far forward. So go ahead and just bend forward like you're going to touch the floor for me, and I want you to tell me at what point you start feeling pain.
Right there.
Right there already. Okay, that's about 20 degrees. Now backwards for me. Tell me when.
Right there.
Okay, that's like 5 degrees. Okay, now sideways.
None.
None. And how about when you go to the right?
None.
You still have restriction there though. If you twist left like this, do you have back pain?
No.
Okay, if you twist to right, do you have back pain?
No.
Okay, good. So first thing I'm going to do is have you sit right here and face the wall over there. Okay, scoot back this way a little bit, please. Now, I'm going to push down. You tell me if this hurts anywhere in your spine.
I just feel the pressure.
Down low?
Yep.
Okay, so that's a compression test that showed that you had positive pain in the lumbar spine region. Now I'm going to go backwards and right with your neck and down. Does that hurt anywhere?
In the shoulder.
In neck and shoulder? Okay. And if I go back and left and down?
Oh, that one's worse.
Where?
Neck and shoulder.
In neck and shoulder?
Yep.
Okay. If you tilt your head to the right, does that tighten up?
Mm-hmm.
Does this make that worse?
No.
Okay. If you go this way, does this tighten up?
No.
Feels like it does. Does that?
Yes.
Okay. So, here's a really important question, Randy. If I lift your spine straight up like this, does that feel better, same, or worse to your spine?
Good.
Okay, felt better. I'm going to push down, resist. Good. Same thing here. I'm going to push down, resist. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to pull out, resist. Now I'm going to push in, resist. Excellent. I'm going to pull out, resist. I'm going to push in, resist. Good. So his muscle strength in the upper extremities is 5 by 5. Good. Just relax out. Let me hold it. There you go. Better. Oh, there's a problem.
Yeah, it was good.
We like to have a little fun in here along the way. Just relax out. Drop. There you go. Better. Okay, good. I'll do your knees while we're here. Well, you actually have a decent patellar reflex on the right and the left. That's good. Yeah. Achilles reflex is +2. Okay. Push against my hand. Okay, pull back. Good. Push. Pull. Good. Okay, let's lie you on your back now. Head up this way. Oh, other back. There you go. That's all right. There you go. Okay, now, this is called a straight leg raise test or Lassaig's test. If I lift your leg straight up in the air like this, besides the tightness that you're feeling in your hamstring, does this elicit or cause any lower back pain or shooting leg pain or thigh pain?
No.
Okay, that's good. That was normal. Does that cause any back pain or leg pain?
No.
Good. Let's cross this leg. Let's relax. If I push down here, do you feel any pain in your hip or your back? Now your hip's more here. You feel it in your back? Okay. A positive Fabry-Patrick test. See, I'm pulling the toe back so it's attraction the sciatic nerve more. Tell me if this side hurts down your back or your leg at all besides the tightness in your hamstring.
Nope.
Excellent. Good. Okay. Does that cause any back pain?
Nope.
Okay. Now let's cross this one over. I'm going to push down here. Does this hurt in your back or your hip?
The back.
Okay. So really a positive Fabry-Patrick test would be positive for hip pain. Now his was hurting in the lower back, so we're going to chalk that up to his lumbar bulge and herniated disc. Push against my hand. Pull up. Turn in. Turn out. Good. Push. Pull up. Turn in. Turn out. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to lift your head up. Does this hurt anywhere along the course of your spine?
Nope.
That's a Soto Hall test. Let's turn on your stomach now. That's negative. That's good. Let's go on your tummy. Now, whenever a person comes in with herniated disc in their lumbar spine and findings of spinal canal stenosis or narrowing of the spinal canal where the spinal cord goes through at L3, I always ask in the history if they've had bladder or bowel dysfunction. Because if you have bladder or bowel dysfunction, that is a serious neurological compromise in the lumbar spine at L3 and requires surgery within 24 hours. You could be wearing a colostomy bag or a catheter the rest of your life. Now his right leg was short by ½ inch. Did that tighten up when I brought your legs up? I forgot to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now see, he's got a little bit of a right SI joint misalignment here. Probably a little tender in both those spots.
Mm-hmm.
There's where you get most of your pain, right there and right here.
Yep.
All these are sore, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
You see how you got tight muscles on both sides too?
Yep.
That's called paraspinal muscle hypertonicity. They're taunter or tighter than they're supposed to be. It goes all the way up into here too. That's that compensation I was talking about. And that's probably a little tender right there as well.
Yep.
You got some ribs out in here. Tight shoulders a lot too. He does work at the computer a lot, so his head's forward a lot, and that's part of the issue that's creating increased weight-bearing compressive stress all the way down his lumbar spine. Tight trapezius on both sides. Neck's out right there. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Right there on the left, and right there on the right. And when you get your headaches, they start right here and go around most of the time, don't they?
Yes.
Base of your skull. Now, I'm going to have you lock your right leg straight, lift your entire right leg off the table. Good. Now relax that one. Do the same thing on the left side. Okay, did either one of those seem more difficult to you than the other or hurt more?
They seem to get some tingling.
Okay, was one worse than the other one though?
No.
Okay, so that's a sacral deviation test, which was negative on him. It actually came up about the same distance and didn't really cause any sacral pain on either side. But I am going to start off adjusting his sacroiliac joints bilaterally and his sacrum, his lumbar spine, his thoracolumbar spine on the knee chest table, the thoracic spine and rib cage, and the cervical spine in the X, Y, and Z axes. You ready for your first adjustment?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm adjusting his SI joints in the plane of the SI joint, which is 45-degree angle this way. And I'm also adjusting it in the Y-axis, pushing it away from the L5 disc bulge that he has. Sacrum, same thing, superior to inferior, away from L5. There we go. Now I do not do side posture adjusting because in my 36 years of experience and expertise in adjusting spines and dealing with people with herniated disc, I have found, including on myself, that getting twisted on your side often can create more, just relax and breathe, ligamentous instability, which in the case of a herniated disc, the anterior and or posterior longitudinal ligament and the spinal cord is already loose. Okay, does this feel any easier at all yet than the first time?
Good.
Okay, so His legs evened up a little bit more. He's still a little short on the right. So I'm still going to adjust that right SI a little bit more and L5 right there. Now see, I'm adjusting him straight P to A in the Z axis because his vertebrae have gone backwards, retrolesthesis in the Z axis. And yeah, you can look up all these terms. They're all official medical terminology. I'm not making all these words up. There. Okay. So just keep breathing. Okay, I'm going to adjust your cervical spine now. If you're coming here from out of state or out of town, out of the country, bring your diagnostic test with you. Let's go on your back for me.
He's sweating, Tristan.
Yeah, make you break a sweat, huh, Randy? Let's slide up this way. That's your autonomic nervous system functioning, by the way.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
Good thing?
Yeah. It's better than not functioning. There. Now I'm just putting the curve back in his head and bringing his whole head over. See how his ears now over his shoulders in this position. If you'll put both arms straight out to the sides, palms facing up for me now. Straight out like that, kind of like Jesus on the cross. There you go. Slide down just about a ½ inch. There you go. Adjusting your shoulders right now, your sternoclavicular joints bilaterally, and your anterior rib cage. Alright, now just relax your hands on your tummy. Okay, on this one, I am decompressing him from the lower end, from his knee up. He's going to feel this from his knee up to the lower back. Just let this go limp. There you go. Did you feel that from your knee up to your lower back?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing here. Let this go. There you go. Super. Felt that one, I know.
Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah. You'll feel better when it quits hurting. Let's hit you up face that way now. There we go. Let's go back this way just a tad for me, please, sir. Okay, look straight ahead. Keep that chin up. There. Are you a Packers fan, I hope?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm a lifelong
Good
Green Bay
choice.
Packers fan. Back when Bart Starr was quarterback.
Whoa,
Way back.
that would have been cool.
Yeah, I watched the first Ice Bowl.
Neat.
My son thinks I'm ancient. I've watched every one of the Super Bowls, including the Packers' first two victories.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, and the Ice Bowl back in '62.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was only a year old.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's come over here. I'm an old guy. Okay, this is the one where I'm going to decompress your entire spine from your skull down to your sacrum. Go ahead and lay on your back with your butt right there. Head up this way, please, sir. And when I had my huge herniated disc, this is the thing that helped me the most get over it. The disc will heal when allowed to do so. Let's slide down underneath there. And that means without all that compressive stress on them. There is no magic cure or super glue, so I'm not going to be able to do this just one time and super glue him back in place. But if he continues to get this done wherever when you get back to Milwaukee with your chiropractor, hopefully he can work up something to decompress you like this. Okay. Yeah, I want you just to keep your teeth together. Keep breathing through your nose. Oh yeah. I don't have to ask if you felt that all the way down.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I know you did. Okay, let your head relax in my hand here now. I got you. Okay, tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. There. Tilt your right ear to your right shoulder. There you go, better. Works better when I do it.
I was trying to let you do it.
Yeah, sometimes I gotta catch people in between bucks. Okay, so I am gonna have you come over here on this knee chest table now. So kind of get up sideways, yep. And we're gonna come over here. He's got a lot of thoracolumbar hypertonicity. because of his decreased lumbar lordosis. Let's have you lay on your knees there, face up there, chest on that table. Let your spine just sink into gravity here. I'm getting straight PDA contact at T11, T12. Yep, straight up. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and come back over here. That's a real deep adjustment right at the thoracolumbar curve. Okay, so let's face the mirror again. Now, I'm going to have you close your eyes and bend your head forward and backwards for me again. Remember how that feels. Back to neutral. So your head's not as far forward right now. Take a look.
Yeah.
So you're still a little bit translated though. So pull these guys up and back. This is your homework right here.
Okay.
Lay these back here like that. See how it tightens up your whole trap? And then we want to bring your head straight. No, keep your feet a little further apart so I'll knock you over. Head, no, just let your neck go. I'm just going to bring it straight back, just in movement. Now I want you to look at the wall behind you. Spread those feet further apart so I'll knock you over. Squeeze your shoulders together. Okay, you're going to feel a little tap there. There, now relax. Okay, now, when you flex your head forward and backwards again, Randy, tell me if this feels any smoother to you than the previous one.
That's smoother.
Back to neutral. Take a look in the mirror right now. Look at the spacing now. And look where your hands are now. They're at your sides as opposed to being out in front of you. See how your shoulders are squared off more? Well, move around and see you bend forward again now and tell me when it starts hurting.
About there.
Well, that's about double what you had before. Now go backwards.
No pain.
That's
at
a
all.
lot better, huh? No pain at all?
Nope.
Great. So how does your low back feel right now compared to when you walked in the door at a 6?
Relieved. Maybe 2.
2? Down to 2? Okay. And how about your left thigh pain?
None.
Great. So that means we've taken the pinching off of these nerves going down into your leg. That's called lumbosacral radiculopathy. A lot of people call it sciatica.
Yeah.
Commonly. And how about your mid back right now? Is there any pain there?
A little bit. Maybe 2.
Okay. Sore? More than anything?
Just sore.
Okay. How about your neck right now compared to 5?
2.
Okay. Just more sore as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have a headache or is that still okay?
Still okay.
Okay, is there anything going on right now that's different than what we just talked about other than sore and better? And that's
I
what
can
you really
breathe
should be.
easier.
If you can breathe easier,
Yeah.
good. That's affecting C2, which affects your lungs and your breathing, your sinuses.
Okay.
Okay, very good. So you have just experienced a comprehensive orthopedic neurological evaluation, biophysics adjustment, manual spinal decompression, and now I'm going to let Randy share with you what his feelings are about his very first experience here at Advanced Chiropractic Relief.
It's awesome. I feel so much better than I did when I walked in here.
Has anybody examined you as thoroughly as I have?
No.
Even your orthopedic doctors?
No. He hasn't.
Okay. They just order the MRIs and say you need injections.
Correct.
Yeah, and then surgery if that doesn't work.
Right, which I'm trying to avoid all that.
Right, that's why you're here.
Correct.
Right.
So I made the trip.
Okay.
Right.
Is it worth it for you?
It was.
Because you're paying out of pocket. A lot of people want to know if it's worth it.
It was. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely worth it. I feel a lot better now.
Great, super. Well, this is the first one. We're going to do one more this afternoon,
Correct.
and then you're going to head back to the cold weather.
Correct.
It's like summer down here for you, huh?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's nice down here. Yes.
Okay,
Well, thank you.
this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. It's Randy from Milwaukee, Wisconsin on, what's today, February 8th?
Yep.
2018. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you soon.